Hi, and welcome to first Ruby on Rails application tutorial. In this tutorial, I'm going to just show the basics and how to get started with Ruby. For this tutorial, I'm going to use Rails command prompt and Sublime Text and Chrome. In our command prompt, we can make a folder and save our application there. And when you want to make a folder, since we are using bash scripting, we have to use mkdir make directory and put the name of your folder. Here I'm going to put the name test and then press enter. So now your directory is built. If you want to check if your directory is there, you can use ls and it will show your directory. And then we're going inside of our directory, cd test. So this command will take you inside of the directory. And inside of our directory, we're going to start our first application. The way to build your new application directory is to write Rails new and the name that you want to give to your application. For example, here I'm going to write my first app and then press enter. It will take few seconds till it makes all of the directories and everything that you need. Go to the directory that you saved your app folder there. Then you can just drag it and put it inside of your Sublime Text. So now we have all of the folders for our applications here. And there is something else that I wanted to show you. Search for Ruby on Rails guide. So when you just want to get started, it says start here, getting started with Rails. It has step-by-step how you should set up everything. It first explains what is Rails and then creating a new Rails project. It will show you step by step what you should do and what you have to install and everything. So we just created our first application, which is called first app, and what we did was we pulled first app inside of our Sublime Text, and now we're going to go inside of our app. So cd means go inside of the directory. Cd, our directory, our app name was first app. Enter. So as soon as you created your app, there is a default application online that you can just access to it with your local host. This is different from Ruby server commands. Sometimes when I use Ruby server commands, I get some errors, and then when I check the Ruby on Rails guide, it seems that this one works better. So I'm just gonna run this. So now everything is good. We're just gonna try it on Chrome. Best thing to do is to keep one of the command prompts running, because if you want to get out of it, you just use Control-C and it will go out. But then when you run it again, this page won't come up. But we want to constantly have this page. So I'm just gonna open another command prompt. Now that we are inside of our first app, we can start making changes. So if you want to start writing something, some kind of text or anything on your application, you're going to start with Rails and then generate, or you can use G instead of generate, which is easier. So I'm just going to use G, and then controller. Then you can use any name that you want, and then I'm going to use hi and index. So what they are, this one is the name of your controller, and this one is the name of your action. You can use anything else that you want. So there are two important things that we're going to check. First one is our controller. As you can see, the controller named Hi is already here. The next thing that we're going to change is in view. We're going to Hi folder, and you see it is index.html. Index is the name that we choose, and then you open this one. This is your header, and this is the paragraph that you can write under it, and you can write anything that you want inside of here, and it will show on the screen. I will say hello world, and then and instead of all of these, I'm going to write welcome to my first app. Make sure you save it. You can find routing in config, routers.rb. So we need to add another line. Don't delete anything from here, all of them have to stay here. We need to add another line before the end. Root, the name of it was Hi, the name of our controller was Hi, index. So now let's go through it again to see if we did all of the necessary things that we had to do. The things that we had to change was we had to go to the routes, and we had to add this line. Don't forget to save it. Another thing that I have to check is in my app, and I have to check for views, Hi, index.html, and you will change to whatever text you want to put on the screen, and you have to check your controller as well, which is here, and our Hi controller is here as well. So everything is good, and we saved everything. I'm just going to refresh my page. We have just made our first app that says hello world, welcome to my first app. Make sure you're checking getting started with Rails. It will explain everything that you need from the beginning, and it explains what each folder, all the folders that we have here, what do they mean, which is very useful. It will show you the basic commands that you have to use to get started, and it is very useful. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and see you in next video.